I also was the guy who bet Mitch Trubisky at 200-1 to win MVP in 2019. And going into that draft, I watched every game that Deshaun Watson played in college and said that that was the guy that they should have drafted. And the second they didn't draft Deshaun Watson, you know what I said? I was like, well, damn. I hope they're right about Mitch. And here's another thing. I thought for a minute, not long, but for a minute, that it might have been Rex Grossman. And if it fails with Caleb, you know what? I'll believe in the next guy. And if it's not the next guy, I'll believe in the next guy. And that guy's in 6th grade right now. You know why? Because I have eyes and I watch football. And I understand that the only way to win consistently for a decade in this league is to have a good quarterback. And by the way, who among here, like, I'm married. I love my wife dearly. We're in a committed relationship. But she has said, I love you before to someone else, as have I. And it ages poorly. And you move on. And things change. And you develop. And I look back at some of the people that I've said I love you to and be like, man, I can't believe I'm in that time in my place that I said I love you to. Sometimes you move on. Sometimes you get new information. Justin Fields was, hold on a second, Braggs. He was done dirty. He was.
Yes.
He was done dirty by the Bears. Life ain't fair. If the Bears had the 9th pick and the 10th pick, we wouldn't be talking about this. But they have the number 1 pick, and they don't have the number 1 pick in a year where Luke Jokel and Lane Johnson and Eric Fisher are being debated for the number 1 pick. They have the number 1 pick in a draft where it happens to be a transcendent quarterback prospect. And I don't know if you watched the Super Bowl, but the guy who won the Super Bowl did it on a team that had a receiver core that led the league in drops. And I'm not saying that Caleb's going to be Pat Mahomes, but what I am saying is that the only chance you have in the NFL of winning consistently for a decade and having a shot at multiple Super Bowls, which is the goal, is to have a great quarterback. And Justin Fields has played 38 games. So when we were talking in training camp, Carm, I don't know, I'm worried about Justin Fields. I was like, I don't know, let me see him in year 2 of Luke Getsy. We hadn't seen it yet. I've now seen another season of data from Justin Fields. It ain't good enough. And oh yeah, by the way, they have the number 1 pick.
Yep. We all silly like the mayor.